It is feeling much more like spring rather than winter here in southwestern Alberta. Such amazing temperatures lately. Jeannette Rocher is now with a full look at the weather forecast. Jeannette, our trees may become a little confused thinking it's spring and maybe begin budding already?
Well, I actually wouldn't mind that at all if they did, Hal. Bring on the spring, that's what I say, because that's exactly what it looks like is happening this week. Take a look at these temperatures, particularly as we get into early next week. We are looking at not just double digits, but we're looking at teen temperatures. So that's very exciting for the end of January. 3 for a high on Friday, which is actually going to be our lowest temperature of the whole week. Climb up to 9 on Saturday, up to 11 on Sunday. Make a jump up to 15 for both Monday and Tuesday, and then round out that 7-day forecast on Wednesday with a high of 11 degrees, meaning we are well above the average high for this time of year, and it's going to be like that throughout the whole week. Average high for this time of year, -1. Average low, -14. 16, that was our high temperature on this day, and that happened back in 2006. Back in 1943, the coldest day was recorded, -39. That was our record low. 8:13, that's when the sun rose this morning. Sunset this evening at 5:15. We're now looking at 9 hours and 2 minutes of daylight. Okay, on the west coast, we're looking at periods of rain in the morning in Victoria, 20 to 40 K winds, high of 9 degrees. 9 also expected to be the high in Vancouver, looking at periods of rain there as well. We got a pair of 4s there in Alberta for both Edmonton and Calgary tomorrow, and mainly clear skies as well. It's going to be lovely. As we get into Saskatchewan, -1 for a high in Saskatoon, looking at clearing later on in the day. Regina, mainly cloudy in the morning, and then clearing, 1 for a high. -1 expected to be the high in Winnipeg, looking at a mix of sun and cloud. Also could see some fog in the morning, which will be dissipating by noon. Okay, so in Toronto, looking at 10 millimeters of rain, high of 5 degrees. 1 for a high in both Ottawa and Montreal. Montreal and Ottawa also under freezing rain warning. Could see a significant buildup of that ice. And then why don't we just throw some snow into the mix as well, because that's exactly what's going to happen in both of those cities. Looking at some snow by the afternoon. In fact, Montreal could see 2 to 4 centimeters of snow beginning in the afternoon. Fredericton also seeing some snow as we get into Atlantic Canada. 2 to 4 centimeters is expected there in Fredericton. 0 for a high. Halifax could possibly see 30% chance of flurries, looking at a high of 2, -1 for a high in Charlottetown, mix of sun and cloud, mainly clear skies expected in St. John's, and a high of -6. So there you have it. That is your forecast.